Just let me know quickly if you can hear me. Can you all hear me? Um, Anybody? If you could just drop me a quick something in the chat box so that I know if you're actually hearing me. Anyone? Hello, 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 hello. Can you just let me know if you're hearing me? Excellent. All right. So you can all hear me? Yes. Okay, great. So you'll have to forgive the warning signal. As you guys know, my personal warning system is activated at the moment. So I was just having a really important conversation with a friend, and I know the last time that I did one of these, a lot of people got something out of it, and I think it's really important to talk about this now. So just like I said, had a really awesome conversation with a friend, and something prompted me to do this. So I wanted to get it out as quick as possible. So what I wanted to say is the first time that I talked about things, I talked about as all of us are going through a personal death in some way, shape, or form, right? We're all releasing something. We were all releasing a different aspect of ourselves. What I really want you to pay attention to today and from here on in is what you are saying yes to and what you are saying no to. You might become very conscious of late, right? Especially at this moment in time, old ideas, old situations, things that echo the past, right? You might be reliving experiences at the moment that literally feel like, oh my God, I've been here before in my life. I've had this experience before in my life, right? If you are having this right now, what you choose to align yourself with, what you choose to allow yourself to accept or be a part of is very, very important. The reason I say this is because by choosing something different this time, you are transmuting that previous energy and you are changing something about your path. If a situation arises at the moment in your personal life where you think, this seems familiar, and last time I had to do this, I wanted to say no, but I couldn't. If you are in that position right now, I urge you to exercise the power that you would have back then if you had the choice or the knowledge. And this is really, really important because what you're doing is collapsing old timelines. You're releasing old modes of being, old understanding, stagnant energy, things that no longer have a place in your life, things that no longer have um, weight or control over you. And this is really important. So, and the reason I'm talking about this, last night I had a dream that is since 2002 represents a very specific symbol for me. And when I have this dream, I know that something specific is going to come to pass. Um, when it does, um, usually when and it's not been so many times, but I know it enough now, right? To know that when this dream comes up for me, I know what to expect. As this has taken place today, my usual experience of this, or the usual thing that I would do, is to go, okay, this is going to hit, and then I tense up and I'll start to think, right, I go into that fight or flight mode. After speaking to a friend this morning who really helped me reframe it, love you much, lady. Um, when I got to the other side of this and just had a conversation with a friend just now, what I came to realize was, aha, okay, so this would be the usual way that I would do this. So now, when everything zigs, I need to zag. I need to do something different. I need to choose a different path. And so I urge you, if you are having situations that echo something in your past, this week, right? It's really important that you choose what you would have done if you had known better, if you felt like you were in a position of more control or more personal power, because you are now. And what you choose going forward is creating more of itself, absolutely, as it always is. But at the moment, because this energy is heightened and because the different timelines are converging, the different aspects of who we were are now being cut away, removed, transfigured, turned into something new. It's really important that you exercise your personal power to say, actually, you know what, this is making me uncomfortable, so I'm not going to go down this path, right? And that's why I say this dream, I really could have taken it and gone down a different path into a, like, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing in the world. And then once I'd sort of sat with it after speaking to a friend, I actually thought to myself, no, you know what? This is the old way of approaching this. This is the old response. This is the old reaction that is programmed into the body and how I used to feel in light of this. And now that everything is evolving and changing and is actually moving into a really great sphere, you need to find different tools. You need to utilize different coping mechanisms. You need to utilize different energies. I saw a post today that absolutely blew my mind. Um, and it was, I'm going to try to keep it short. The post said that there was actually, it was really awful. When I read it, I was like, oh gosh, those poor animals. But they did an experiment in Harvard, I can't remember what year it was now, where they put a rat into water to see how long it could tread the water for. And it was 15 minutes before it kind of gave up and started to go under. What they did then was take the rat out of the water, give it some time to rest, to recuperate, and then they put the rat back in the water. And so the question was, how long do you think that rat, after being exhausted, was able to last after that 15-minute stint? They recorded this several times, as you can imagine. 60 hours. 60 hours compared to 15 minutes, right? And so the moral of this person's post was, when you think you're about to give up, you've got so much more. So the reason I'm talking about this is because your spirits, your guides, the universe, whatever you believe you are tapped into and connected to, if it's asking you to get up, you have reserves left. You have power within you that you haven't yet recognized. You can push further than you realize you can. You can enhance the life that you already have and make it so much better. And you can go beyond what you think is possible. At any given moment, you just have to dig into reserves that maybe you haven't used for a long time, if not ever, right? Now, what I find really interesting about this is I'm speaking to people right now, and a lot of them like, this really reminds me of something that's happened in my life previously, and etc. And so the message here is that moment that you wish you had dug a little deeper the first time round a situation arose, this time you do it. That situation that comes up that echoes the past where you wish you'd said no, this time you find your guts and you say no. If there's something that you feel like you want to chase after, I wish I'd done this. I wish I'd started that business. I wish I'd gone back to school. I wish I'd done whatever, whatever, whatever. Find the energy within you to change that timeline, to re evolve, re evaluate, repurpose something. And I'm not talking about Mercury retrograde stuff because, there's already retrograde energy in the air and Mercury retrograde doesn't hit for a while yet. What I'm talking about is transmuting the pathway that you already would have taken, or rather that you've already taken, and transmuting it into what you would have done then had you known what you know now. If there's ever been a moment where you could have a do over, it's right now. And it's really, really important that you choose not only yourself, but the path that feels most aligned or right to you at this moment in time. Very, very important. Thank you for dealing with my my power outage at this moment in time. It's really weird. My voice actually feels like it's getting better now, and maybe the reason for that is because this is the message that I needed to get out. Very, very interesting. And like I said, in regards to the dream that I had last night, usually it takes me straight into that fight or flight mode. And today I said, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not going into that space. Things are good and they are going to remain good regardless of what is happening outside of myself. All right. So, whatever it is that you are working on, whatever it is that you are working through, you have so much more in you left to give. You have so much more power in you than maybe you even realize at this moment in time. It's funny, isn't it? It looks like I'm right. So I'm broadcasting this message out to all of you at this moment in time, and I hope that you are receiving it in in the spirit that it's meant, in the spirit of love and the spirit of connection, to empower and to inspire you is always what I am about. I think you guys know that about me, even if the message is challenging. So this is important, right? You get to redo something now. So at that point last time where you would have said no, where you would have jumped in for something, where you would have gone for something, this is that moment at which you can change it, you can transmute it, you can upgrade it, you can up level it. And this is one of those few times in life, if you want to get into some quantum level shit, this is one of those few times, right, where you can rewrite the past. Very rare that we get a chance to heal that past aspect of us, right? This could make up for that. So you claim your power, you claim yourself, you claim your space in ways that you never have before. Do not allow yourself to be left behind. And more importantly, if there's somebody that you know is struggling, reach out and help them. Right? We here in the Radiant Reality community, we're not just a community, we're Radiant Nation. That's what I'm calling all of you wonderful souls that make up the Radiant Reality from here on in, right? Reach out to your people, check in with your tribe. You know that other people are experiencing this as well, just like I am, just like you are, which is why this message is resonating so much with all of you. Have an amazing rest of your day. I love you all deeply. Thank you for helping me heal my throat chakra today. Thank you for listening. Thank you for all of your support. I will see you very soon. I'm currently working on a whole bunch of stuff for you guys, and I really hope that you love it. Take care, and I will see you soon.